Now let me do some rounded shapes with you. Let me do this cylinder. Actually, if you can do this one, you can do the cylinder. So let me do the tapered one. It looks like a cone with the top cut off. So to draw this, I want to draw an oval. Now I can think about my oval fitting like in a box or something. Let's say this box right here that's like a 1 by 3 box. My oval is going to be touching the midpoints. So I want an oval like that. Try to control the circle shape. Don't like make an eye or flat football. Make sure it's still fairly rounded at the end. And then this angles out like this. And I'm going to try to angle out. Just for me, I'm going down just to this point here so that I can make my next oval shape. Now, let me show you how to make this look very three-dimensional. For something that's round, like a cup or a mug, it gets light from different angles. If I draw a can and I shade it dark and then I lighten up as I go, it will give it kind of a rounded look to it. And that's the same thing I want to do here. Remember, hold your pencil further back and make long strokes. And I'm just going to kind of, and I'm going to put the shine in the middle like it shows here. So I'm going to come in with my shading from left to right and just kind of put some light shading. Remember, very light with your motion. And I'm going to darken the edges a little bit and then come in. Darken the edges a little bit and then come in. What this is called is a gradation. I'm going from a dark color to a light color. And then I could also kind of smooth the transition out with my finger. Now, to do these shapes, they're pretty easy. This shape, and this shape, and this shape, and this shape, they all start with an oval on the top, and then they have an oval on the bottom that I'm matching. If I can draw this shape, I can draw this shape. The only difference is this one angles in. This one angles like a parabola. You know math, that's an x squared. Just make a parabola and then go up, and then test out your shading. Now let's talk about spheres. To do a sphere, let me start with a circle. So I've shown you how to draw circles. So let me do a box here, maybe 5 by 5, 6 by 6, 7 by 7, whatever you want to do. And I want the middle points. And I want to draw my circle from those middle points. Now to make this kind of look like a sphere without shading, try to put an oval on the inside. So if this is the midpoint, I'm going to go take my oval down to here. I went from the midpoint and then down to the next midpoint. And then kind of have it angling back to this midpoint. Now the shading, if you notice, it's like a moon shape of no shading, like here. And then it just kind of angles in and gets darker a little bit. I'm just going to kind of make little oval circle shapes, making a dark point about here and then going out. And you can, again, use your finger to smooth that out if you want to make it look a little bit more believable. To make this round shape here, we do the same thing as the sphere, but start with an oval, and then a little oval, and then a long, thin oval. So I hope this helps you approach how you do your drawing. Start out with boxing your shape. Make sure that the round shapes look round. Make sure that you match it the way it looks. A lot of students like to draw this, angle down, and then make it flat. And that isn't right. It sits flat on the table, but it's circular on the bottom. So you're trying to convince your eye this is three-dimensional, even though it's sitting on a two-dimensional plane. Enjoy the rest of the drawing. Ask me for help.